Last Christmas Eve, my wife asked me to pop out and get 4 to 5 lemons and 8 or 9 limes. Unfortunately, I misheard her and came back with 45 lemons and 89 limes.
David,
In better news, we haven't suffered from scurvy for a long time.
You went out and you came back with 45 lemons and 89 limes. What did you think they were for?
I don't ever question my wife when it comes to cooking. You just don't... With my wife, she cooks some amazingly overly citrus dishes. Always.
What's she doing? Using up what you've bought.
But you say it was Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Were you going to be entertaining guests?
Well, you know, family members, yeah, so I wouldn't say guests, but they had to come round.
What were the lemons and limes for?
Well, it turns out they were for the drinks. I did wonder why I didn't need to get any pastry.
I haven't met your wife. I'm sure that she's very lovely and sensible. Why say 4 to 5? Why not just say, go and get me 5 lemons, go and get me 9 limes?
That is exactly what I said when she said, what are you come back with 45 lemons for and 89 limes? Because you're right. You tell me, you know.
Yeah.
Why does she strike me about the head when I wake up? Who knows the mysteries of a relationship?
Where did you get these citrus fruits from, Lee? Was it a corner shop, a hypermarket?
It was actually, it was a hypermarket on the corner, so it's both.
So you get back home,
yeah,
and there's Mrs. Mack.
Yes.
And what... I mean, when you put your wares on the table,
yes,
how does she react?
She said, what are they? I said, what do you think they are? Green ones are limes, yellow ones are lemons. She said, how many have you got? I said, I've got 45 lemons and 89 limes. She said, sorry, are you saying 4 to 5 lemons and 8 to 9 limes? I said, no, I'm saying 45 lemons and 89 limes. And
wow.
She said, she went, you're an idiot. I said, what? She went, what am I supposed to do with all them? I said, you tell me. You asked me to buy you 45 lemons and 89 limes. She said, no, I did not. I said, 4 to 5 lemons and 89 limes. I said, sorry, can I just check? What are you saying? She said, I'm saying 4 to 5 lemons and 8 to 9 limes.
So this is when it all became clear?
Yes, she said they're for drinks. I said, I know, but your family are alcoholics. And I thought there was just loads and loads of drinks going to be happening. She went, no, I was going to make something tarty.
I think you'd have laughed about it rather than had a row.
Well, these things always happen in our house. I remember saying to my wife I only wanted 4 to 5 kids. And now we run an orphanage.
So, what are you thinking, David?
What do you think?
I just don't believe that she would say, go and get 8 to 9 limes.
Sorry, can I just check, is it 89 limes or 8 to 9?
I can see it happening. I asked my husband once, can you get me 89 Mars bars? And he only got me 8.
What are you thinking, David?
Well, we're saying lie.
You can say lie. OK, Lee, was it truth or was it a lie?
It's a lie.
A lie?
Yes, a lie. Lee didn't buy 45 lemons and 89 limes.